Hey everyone, I want to introduce myself really quickly. My name is Margaret Sass. I teach at Boise State full time. I also work in the Service Learning Center at Boise State. Service learning basically is incorporating some form of community service into the course room to teach the content. That's a basic, quick rendition of what that is. I am here because I am creating a new podcast that's going to be educating seniors on how to use AI tools. And so slowly but surely, I will get through some tools that I think are pretty important or useful for that matter. And then you can decide how you want to use that tool. The one that I thought I would start with first is probably ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a fantastic tool that I use pretty much every single day for all different reasons. And one of the main reasons I use it for is to develop curriculum for my courses. It's more of a brainstorming partner, but I use it also for writing letters, trying to figure out what's wrong with my washing machine. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do in a different city, etc. So the best way to explain this or share it is by doing some examples on ChatGPT. And so that is what we're doing. So I'm just going to go through some random different ideas and prompts to kind of give you an idea of how to work. Now, what is a prompt? You are talking to ChatGPT or Gemini, if you so choose, or Copilot. You use them all the same way. And that is you are asking ChatGPT to perform something for you that may be easier for ChatGPT to do instead of doing a Google search. That is the reason why I want to show you this. And there's a couple different examples I could do. So we're first going to start with something really simple, really easy. Let's say you want to create some type of meal. So I could say something as simple as, can you tell me how to make an easy recipe for lasagna, right? So that is what we're going to do. So it says, absolutely, here's an easy, delicious lasagna recipe, etc. It tells me what I need. Um, As you can see, I need all this information. And why am I saying lasagna? Because my brother-in-law just cooked lasagna a few days ago, so that seems to be on my mind. So I can't write anything until it's completed its response to me. So you can see I found an easy lasagna recipe. And it says, would you like a version with vegetables or a meatless one? What this means is sometimes it will ask you questions to make you think about different things. Let's say, I like this recipe. Can you give me a list of ingredients to buy at, I'll say Albertsons because that's in Boise, Idaho. So it will do this. So I'm already using the information I asked. Now I'm asking for a shopping list, right? It tells me what I need for the dairy, the pasta, etc., etc. And then it says optional add-ons. It says, would you like me to turn this into a printable list or add Albertson brand suggestions? So what it's asking me is, do I want to print this out? Or do I want to get actual Albertson brands to make it cheaper if possible? Let's say I'm like, okay, well, this seems kind of an easy recipe is expensive. So I would say, how much does all the ingredients cost? So we go and it says it'll go through there. It'll take a second. As you'll see, the little dot will go in and out, in and out, in and out. And then it says it's searching the web, and hopefully we'll find something soon. You'll see quickly that the emblem said Albertsons. This is telling me how much it's going to cost me for the ingredients. These are the links to the weekly ads for Albertsons. And so it's giving me an idea that this is going to cost me $24.91. So that is another option. Now, I'm just giving you an example of what like a recipe would be like. So let's change this a little bit. Let's do a whole new chat. Let's say I want to watch mystery movies on BritBox. What would you suggest? BritBox is like Netflix, etc. I have a friend of mine that loves BritBox. And so this is something where I can go in and I can look to the BritBox site, but I can just ask it directly to ChatGPT, saving me some time of searching information because it's pulling what I need on there. So this is just giving you an opportunity. It tells me what it is, where it has some little emblems on the very top, as you can see right here. That's kind of telling me what it's searching for. And then we'll give it a chance to respond. So it shows me some pictures of some movies, as you can see. So it tells me about Godsford Park, Agatha Christie's murder is easy, the beast must die, um, etc. You can see that this is a list of everything. Let's say, are any of these available on, let's say, YouTube? Now, I know these samples of prompts are not necessarily something that you are interested in, but I'm trying to show you the value of how quick it is to respond to certain things. And I'm asking very particular questions. And then it says, yeah, look at this is what's free on YouTube. This is what's available on YouTube, etc. So that's an example of something that may be of interest. So I switched from something as simple as recipes to something on TV. You can go into other things like trying to figure out what is wrong with your washing machine, which I just did a few weeks ago. I stated all the things wrong with it and it narrowed it down to just a few things. I'll give a quick example of that to give you an idea. Let's say something like, my tire is flat. How can I tell if it's old and needs replaced or if there is a nail in it? Okay. I'm mentioning this because this literally just happened to me. Um, and so it tells me what I can do about a flat tire being old and worn out. It says, look at it, spray the tire. It tells me certain things I can do without actually having to go to a tire place. Listen and feel, take it to a tire shop if you're unsure. And it says, would you like help writing a note to your mechanic? Well, I actually did something like this. I wasn't sure what direction I was going and I was unsure about what was wrong, but I didn't want to leave it too open-ended since I kind of knew some issues. And then it says, so I would have like a little tidbit of information going, I think this is what it is. Let's say I'm like, oh, check the tire age. That is actually kind of a cool idea. It tells me what to do. So I'll say, can you provide better details and directions on checking the tire age? Now, why am I asking this? Because I have never checked the tire age ever in my life. And so this is actually kind of useful for me too, because I've already gotten a flat twice in the last 2 weeks in the same tire. And also it was two different nails that caused it. And it says right here, it says how to check the age of your tire, etc. So check the sidewall, read the last four digits of the DOT, evaluate the tire age. And it tells me, well, if you can't figure it out, do this. So I hope that you're getting an idea, and I know this is a really short clip, about how you can use ChatGPT. It is excessive. It is a bunch of different information, but it can find it really, really useful. And so I do use it every day. If I have a question about something, I ask it. It's much easier to go to on ChatGPT than it would to be going on Google, even though Google does provide an AI source on the very top when you start using it. But this goes directly to what you want and it treats you, or you have a discussion with this person like an actual human to the extent that it can act as a human. I'm hope to go into some more details regarding how to create an AI persona or an AI human. I will show you how I did that with a person that I have a discussion with in case that's something that you're interested. But I think that is about everything I wanted to share with you. So I hope you learned something new. And if you want to reach out to me, I'm sure my email is being shared somewhere. And I appreciate you stopping by and listening to me for a little bit. I hope your day is a great day. Bye.